Imagine reaching your 80s with the strength, vitality, and independence of someone decades younger. It's not a fantasy, it's a reality for a remarkable group of seniors known as superagers. By age 80, many people lose up to 50% of their muscle mass due to a condition called sarcopenia, which affects over 50 million seniors worldwide. This silent epidemic leads to over 300,000 hospitalizations each year from falls linked directly to muscle weakness. But here's the good news. Research from the Journal of Physiology shows that significant muscle loss isn't inevitable. Some seniors climb stairs, play sports, and live fully independent lives well into their 90s, often outperforming people half their age in strength tests. So, what's their secret? Scientists from the Mayo Clinic, Harvard Medical School, and beyond have uncovered specific habits that slow, and even reverse, age-related muscle decline, habits that 93% of older adults don't know about. Today, we'll explore 7 evidence-based practices that can transform your strength and autonomy. Stick with me to the end, because the first habit might be something you're getting wrong every single day, a mistake that could determine whether you thrive independently or rely on others as you age. Let's dive into the first habit. Engaging in progressive resistance training. Researchers at Tufts University call this the most powerful anti-aging intervention ever discovered. Superagers who maintain youthful strength don't just exercise. They follow precise resistance training protocols that target the biology of muscle loss. Here's the truth. Muscles operate on a use it or lose it principle, but they need progressive challenges to stay strong past 60. Walking, water aerobics, or lifting the same light weights week after week won't cut it. What sets superagers apart? They prioritize intensity over duration. Studies from McMaster University show that high-intensity resistance training, pushing to muscle failure twice a week, outperforms moderate workouts done 5 times a week. Muscle failure, where you can't complete another rep with good form, sparks anabolic responses that boost muscle protein synthesis for up to 72 hours. They focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, rows, and presses, which engage multiple muscle groups and trigger a stronger hormonal response than isolation exercises like bicep curls. Progressive overload is key, gradually increasing resistance or difficulty over time to avoid plateaus. They also emphasize eccentric phases, slowly lowering weights to maximize muscle tension with less joint stress. A University of Alabama study found that 70-year-olds doing this gained 3.3 pounds of muscle and 35% more strength in just 12 weeks, alongside better blood sugar control, bone density, and cognition. The biggest mistake seniors make? Thinking resistance training is risky or irrelevant. Skipping it is the real danger, leading to frailty, falls, and lost independence. Start with guidance, use proper form, and build from 2 30-minute sessions a week. It can redefine your aging journey. Next, let's explore habit 2, preserving your neuromuscular junctions. Muscle loss isn't just about fibers. It starts with the connection between your nerves and muscles. These junctions are like power outlets, delivering signals for muscle activation. After 60, they degrade faster, weakening communication, no matter how much protein you eat or how often you exercise. Superagers, however, maintain healthier junctions than typical seniors, according to University of Michigan research. How? They use specific movement patterns requiring precision and coordination. Think Tai Chi, dance, tennis, or ping pong. These activities beat walking or basic strength training by reinforcing neural pathways, with a 2020 Journal of Physiology study showing a 31% improvement in junction health for those doing them twice weekly. They also use compounds like alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl L-carnitine to shield against oxidative damage, and variants of vitamin B1 like benfotiamine to boost acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter for muscle activation. Targeted breathing like box breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. For 5 minutes daily, boosts neural activation by 15%. Even cognitive challenges, like puzzles or learning new skills, enhance muscle function via neural pathways, per Columbia University. These strategies keep superagers' brains and muscles in sync, well into their 80s and beyond. Hey, if you're finding this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Which of these habits surprises you most? Subscribe for more tips like these. We'd love to keep this journey going with you. Now, Habit 3. Consistently incorporating targeted vitamins. While protein and exercise get the spotlight, superagers focus on micronutrients that amplify muscle function and protein synthesis. Without them, your efforts might fall short. Magnesium, dubbed the overlooked electrolyte by University of Vermont researchers, is critical. Over 70% of seniors are deficient. It drives 300-plus enzymatic reactions in muscle health, and those with adequate levels show 30% better grip strength and performance. Superagers eat magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate, often adding bioavailable supplements like magnesium glycinate. Creatine isn't just for bodybuilders. McMaster University found seniors taking 3 to 5 grams daily gained more muscle, strength, and cognitive function than with training alone. Methylated B12 counters, age-related absorption declines, worsened by drugs like metformin, supporting energy and nerve function. Trace minerals like zinc, selenium, and chromium boost protein synthesis and insulin sensitivity, with Tufts University showing 22% more muscle retention over 5 years in those with optimal levels. Superagers test their micronutrient needs and tailor supplementation, ensuring they meet their unique requirements efficiently. Habit 4. Daily strategies for managing inflammation. Superagers with exceptional strength share one trait: low inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammaging accelerates muscle breakdown by degrading protein faster than it's rebuilt, per Tufts University, where high inflammation tripled muscle loss rates. It also blocks anabolic signals from exercise and protein. Superagers counter this with sleep, 7-8 hours in dark rooms, since poor rest spikes inflammatory cytokines by 40%. They nurture gut health with 30-plus plant foods weekly, and fermented options like yogurt and sauerkraut, as University of California links gut changes to systemic inflammation. Exercise is moderate most days, with brief, high-intensity intervals once or twice weekly to avoid excess inflammation. They add anti-inflammatory compounds, 2 to 3 grams of omega-3s from fish or supplements, curcumin from turmeric, and polyphenols from berries and olive oil. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reports a 29% drop in inflammation markers in 12 weeks with this combo. Track your levels with an HS-CRP test. Superagers stay below 1.0 mg/ml, while typical seniors hit 3 to 5 times that. Quick pause. Loving these insights? Hit that like button, drop a comment about which habit you're trying first, and subscribe to stay in the loop. Your support keeps us going. On to Habit 5. Optimizing vitamin D levels. Over 80% of seniors lack what Harvard calls the muscle vitamin. Beyond bones, vitamin D activates genes for muscle protein synthesis and growth via receptors in muscle cells. A JAMA internal medicine study showed seniors with optimal levels, above 40 ml, had 25% more strength, better balance, and coordination. Key for fall prevention. Superagers consistently hit these levels, while most seniors linger below 20 ml. Sunlight helps, but aging skin makes 50% less, so they supplement with 2,000 IU daily, adjusted via blood tests, alongside fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. Pair it with vitamin K2 from fermented foods to direct calcium to bones, not arteries. High D without K2 risks calcification. Test your levels and aim for 40 plus ml for peak muscle health. Habit 6. Timing your protein intake strategically. Many seniors focus on protein amount, but timing matters more. Aging reduces protein efficiency, called anabolic resistance, per the Journal of Nutrition. Eating it all at dinner misses muscle-building windows, which last 3-4 hours post-meal. Superagers target 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal, spread evenly across the day. Breakfast might be eggs or Greek yogurt, not just toast. Lunch and dinner feature lean meats, fish, or beans. This boosts muscle protein synthesis by 25%, with a University of Texas study showing 1.2 pounds of muscle gain in 12 weeks without lifestyle changes. Timing is as critical as quantity for thriving muscles. Finally, Habit 7. Incorporating hormetic stressors. Superagers embrace counterintuitive stress, hormetic stressors, that strengthen muscles. The Buck Institute explains hormesis as low-dose stressors triggering protective responses. Cold exposure, like 30 to 60 seconds of cold showers, boosts brown fat, mitochondrial growth, and adiponectin to protect muscle. Heat from saunas or baths activates heat shock proteins to repair muscle cells. A Finnish study linked 4 to 7 sauna sessions weekly to 40% less muscle loss over a decade. Intermittent fasting, 8 to 10-hour eating windows. Triggers autophagy, improving mitochondrial function by 10% in 12 weeks, per the Salk Institute. Short, intense isometric contractions, pushing against immovable objects for 5 to 10 seconds, signal muscle cells to stay robust without joint strain. These brief stressors, paired with recovery, activate longevity genes like SIRT1 and FOXO, keeping muscles resilient. Start small and build tolerance for optimal benefits. These 7 habits reveal how some 80-year-olds match the strength of those decades younger. Pick one to start today, maybe resistance training or protein timing, and layer in the rest. Your choices now shape your strength later. Which habit are you already doing? Which surprised you? Know any 70 or 80-year-olds with amazing strength? Share your thoughts below. I can't wait to hear from you.